Hello everyone, welcome back to Bricks and Dragons. Today we are looking at something I didn't think I was going to be getting anytime soon. I got a crossover track. So oddly enough, I kind of found this on Amazon. They're going for about $17 a piece. So I ordered two of them. I keep hoping I get some room so I can have a nice area for having a train set and everything else or whatever. So I decided I was going to try and get two. So with any luck, we should hopefully be able to get things going. And actually, I'm looking at it. I've got this backwards. Obviously, I have yet to really do any of these. So, like I said, I'm just looking at it and like, wait a minute. Silliness abroad. I'm backwards here. So this is not going to work. I mean, this would work for getting them this way, but to get them to cross, if I had both of them here or whatever, that would be one thing. But all right, we need it kind of like this. Now, if we can actually think about what I'm doing, then maybe I can get this right. Okay. So now we're going to get this to really go correctly. All right. Nobody ever accused me of being a smart individual. And that's why I do what I do. Okay. And once I get this over here, then hopefully we can get the train to go back and forth. I don't have the train on. This is a power function train. I just want to see it actually move. Now this is not Lego itself. This is a 3D, or not even 3D printed, because you can see where this is actually cast just like a regular Lego is, except it's not 3D printed. This is printed normally. This is like I said, this is not Lego, but I'm excited because if you did find a Lego one in the box, it's like $250. So to just sit here and say, hey, I've actually got something I can do this with. That's wonderful. So then we can cross over and we can get them onto another track. So that is a wonderful thought. Or we could have this right here in the middle. The nice thing is if I have this sitting there, it'll stay on the track. Although, yep, if I back it up, that's when it jumps track. So you want to kind of keep that in the middle. I do like these. I've got different tracks here. I do like the bend tracks because it gives us that opportunity to make bends and everything else, stuff that we don't normally do. The issues are, it is a little clunky. I mean, it helps fudge things if you're just a little off on how things are spaced here a little bit. We can kind of fix that a little bit. So having the bendy tracks here really kind of helps out for that. Otherwise, if you can leave it like this, that's even better. The bigger channels that I've seen, they'll have some of these and then they build all this stuff up. I think that's going to be quite a while. For me, I have some very nice, beautiful, healthy bunnies, and I wish them very long lives, but whenever they do kind of go on me, their area is going to become a Lego city, and I'm not trying to off them anytime soon. I do love the little buggers. They're silly, they're funny, they warm my little heart. So, and obviously they're not listening to me too much, so which is a good thought. All right. I don't want to scare them, make them think that I'm hoping for their demise. It will be a sad day whenever they go. Having lost a couple bunnies in the past, it's always a sad thing because they're family. So, but yeah, I mean, to sit here and say that we actually have some, yeesh, it just does not like to. Normally, whenever I do this, I will put pieces in the middle to help block this in, so this stays nice and straight, and then that kind of helps me out a little bit. Going back and forth, it's like it's just hitting off to the side. Now, if I remember correctly, this is not Lego itself. This was another off-brand. It was dirt cheap or whatever, which is why I had picked it up. I picked up, so this is actually from, not this piece, but the other pieces is from, would it be, is it a ZHX or 7HX, something like that. HXY 56 tracks is what I got. So ZHX, yes. So this is all brand new, made in China. You know, I've got straight pieces. I needed the straight pieces, but it did come with some of these. I really wanted the extra straight pieces because I do have a bunch of curves. Whenever I got train sets, I was getting a lot of curves, and then trying to find some of the straight track around here is kind of hard to do. So I figured, well, I'll get some of this. I've gotten some other off-brand. The reason why I really got this is done the same way Lego does theirs. Some of the off-brands, you only get a single here. So this is all stuff I've gotten off of Amazon. So if you're looking for extra track, this is there. This is some cheaper stuff. How well it's going to work in the long run, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say it's going to be better or worse or whatever else. Something I'm just going to find out when it gets around to it. It's just that as I go, things that I'm hoping to use in a city in the future or whatever, I figure if I can catch it on sale or whatever, I can pre-buy it. You know, they may have a better set in the future, or maybe I just can't find something. So I do have a bunch of extra sets ready to go. So whenever I get the city area, I should be good to go. But in the meantime, they just sit there and collect dust. Just trying to get things as economical as I can. Like I've said before, I just don't have a lot of room right now. But, you know, hey, these are things I find. I figure I'd let you know, especially with these, because these are very rare to find. I have seen them on, I think it's like AliExpress or something like that, but I haven't ordered from AliExpress, and I've been kind of leery to. So, like I said, I just have not ordered from them or anything else. But to see that this was on Amazon, it was free shipping because I've got Prime, so I could, you know, we can go from there. But you know, that kind of add in here that we could get it for $17 for one set. That's a pretty decent price in my book. Seemed like it worked pretty good. Let me grab a smaller car. All right. So here again, this is our wood wagon here, our lumber car. So if I do that. See, and this thing's not going to roll very well. I'm thinking of getting some different trucks for it if I can. Uh-oh. Oh, am I just not far enough, or what's going on here? Seems like I'm just having an issue trying to get. It's almost like this piece just does not want to move along with the rest. So this might be a slight issue, you know, and you get what you pay for. So just keep all that in mind. And this is all encased here, so it's not like I can actively see what's going on here. But as I'm going here, I can push it out that way. But when I'm trying to bring it in, it's almost like this piece is broken. It doesn't want to come back. So that would just might mean I have one piece that wants to just be off to the side. That could be an issue. I'm not blaming the track. It's just one of those things of, okay, well then I may have to do something else here. It will stay here. So if I put this on here and we're right in the middle, it will go, and it's coming back. So it's holding, but it doesn't really want to come back. So, like I said, this is what you get for the cheap stuff. So that might be an issue for the long run. If you're buying this, keep in mind that might be an issue you run into. $17, and if you're having this issue and it's a big thing for you, let me be the first one to say, hey, this may not be as good of a value for you. That is something I may have to look into in the future. Try to figure out what I'm going to do here. I don't know. So, but I think it's better that I have this issue instead of telling you, hey, go out and buy this. This is a wonderful value. I think it still has good potential. Hopefully, if you get one, now I do have another one. So let's open up the other one. Let's see if this is a common issue. Like I said, I ordered two. So if they're gone and I can't find them, I'm going to kick myself in the foot and say, hey, I should have gotten the second one. But I have an idea what I want to do for a city. Good Lord knows what I'm actually going to have when I get there. So let's look at the pieces. All right. Whoops. I'm back here, silly. All right. To the outside. So this one's working good. And that just might be the whole thing. I mean, I might have one that looks good and the other one that kind of gets crummy, and maybe I just have it for the looks. We will just have to wait and see here. Okay. And this one seems like it's missing a piece. So, in that regard, that kind of stinks. Okay, well, if that's going to be the case, let me pop that out, put it in here, and this one works. Okay, so I got one that works, one that's kind of working, but not the greatest. So in that regard, if I keep this one together, and the fact that I've got that on both sides, oh, come on, you silly, work for me. At least that way I have a running knowledge of one's good, one's not, because we got it on here. If that one doesn't want to work, maybe there's something else I didn't do. Like I said, I wanted to move over, but it just didn't seem to want to come back. So, no, now it did. So maybe it's something in how the mechanics was working there or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Let's put it this way. Yeah, okay. So something here is broke in the connection. Now maybe I could take this off and maybe I could fix that. Or maybe I just leave it be and I just get a little piece or something in there that's not going to mess with the tire or the trucks. And I just kind of wedge it in there. We'll have to figure that out in the long run. So, but either way, I got two. One worked good, the other one not so much. I think it's got good potential. That's up to you as to whether or not it's something that you feel has got value, or if you want to stay with Lego. The only issue I'm going to have with staying with Lego is If you find this from Lego, because they have not made it in so many years, it's going to come with a very premium price. And if you have that money to spend on it, more for you. I'm not going to say anything negative to anyone on that. But if you're like me and it's hard to find them and you just don't feel like spending that amount of money for it, if you want to take a chance, here it is. You see that I had one that did not want to work out of 4 pieces. So kind of a buyer beware. It may or may not. I do want to keep that out there because I don't want to shoot anyone wrong and say, hey, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, but here it doesn't really work. So I'd rather it happen to me than tell you that it's a perfect copy and here we have issues. So this is a little bit of a crapshoot, as you can see, but I think it has a good value. I think for $17 a piece, I'm still happy I took the chance, but that's on you as to whether you feel that it was worth that chance. And I can't tell you yes or no. That's why I'm doing the videos. And I get some of these kind of off-brand things or whatever. It's a little cheaper and that. So, hey, I can tell you. I've got 2 boxes over here. We have some other stuff that's train related. And I do have another box of some other stuff. So hopefully we can get some of our Star Trek stuff going. But we're going to get back into getting a little bit of Lego stuff going as well. And we're going to go from there. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I'm always happy to have you here. I'm hoping you're having a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video.